There's three things that that have come up on social media. First of all, I want to talk about drug testing. The WBC put out a tweet saying that because they hold this clean boxing program themselves in accordance with border testing, are going to start doing less testing because of the coronavirus period. You had said the same. I seen Dave Caldwell and the rest of the boxing public saying that it's stupid for them to tweet something so that the cheaters can just keep on cheating or start cheating. What do you make of this whole situation?
To be honest, I don't really care. I can fight someone. They can take drugs. Mate, they're still gonna get knocked out. Your drug taking isn't gonna keep you up if I hit you with that right hand. You're going down whether you take drugs or not. It's not gonna change anything. So I feel like all these sports enhancements, drugs, and they say that it does this and it does that. I'm not really a big. I don't really believe in it. You can take it if you want. I can fight someone. They can be on drugs. I don't care. They can fail a drug test. I still fight them. I literally don't care. I don't really think about all that stuff. Other boxers do because they want it to be a fair and even playing field. But me, I'm gonna toss, mate. You can take whatever drugs you want. You're still getting knocked out. I don't care who it is. It's not gonna make you God. At the end of the day, you're still gonna have 2 arms, 2 legs, and you can take as many drugs as you want. If your technique isn't right, you're gone. If my technique, if it's still above yours, you're gone. And that's how I see it.
But the thing with that is somebody who's a decent level fighter. If they start taking these these sports enhancing drugs, performance enhancing drugs, and they get an edge over somebody. The fact is that you guys are punching each other in the face, so it's a very dangerous sport as it is. But for somebody to be taking something to enhance their abilities, which they might not have if they didn't take this drug, it could be very dangerous. So obviously, in regards to that, that's where a lot of people are sort of saying that this drug testing business, people shouldn't be tweeting about it. These boards shouldn't be tweeting about it.
They shouldn't tweet about it. Really, they shouldn't tweet about it. They shouldn't just say, you know what, everyone, if you want to take drugs, you've got a few months to take your drugs and test you. That's obviously wrong. But me seeing it, even though I know it's wrong, I don't really care. I can fight someone. They can take drugs. They can be on the gear. This whole thing, I don't give a toss. Anyone can be on the gear. It's not going to change anything. A fight is a fight at the end of the day. If I can outsmart you, or if my right hand hits you, you're gone. Those drugs ain't going to save you. It might make you a bit fitter, a bit stronger, yeah, but it's not going to make that much of a difference.
Let's talk about, just moving away once again, talk about your management stablemate, the main man for MTK, Tyson Fury, went out to Las Vegas, about 6-7 weeks ago, fought Deontay Wilder and put on an exhilarating performance. Just talk to me about that fight night and what he did on the night.
Don't forget, if you look online, up on YouTube, I said it before the fight happened. I said I believe that Tyson Fury is going to knock him out. I said it in every interview, and people were like, "No, how's that going to happen? How's that going to happen?" I was like, "I don't know, but I believe so. If Tyson says it, then I believe it." And I had a dream about it too. I had a dream that Tyson really knocked him out, and that's what I said when I filmed on my interview. If you look on YouTube, you'll see it. But I feel like he fought a good fight. He fought a great fight. Deontay Wilder fought a great fight. But all those things he was saying about my costume, blah blah blah, I don't believe that, because obviously, like it's like he had it before the fight, and he tried it on before the fight, and he said it was fine. He tried it, like he put it on being there backstage. This guy actually put it on, and he thought, you know what, it's fine. I'm gonna walk out of it. But it obviously wasn't that heavy. If he tried it on all that time, but then after he got beat, I got beat because my costume was a bit too heavy. I feel like that's an excuse. Deontay Wilder is a good fighter. I respect him as a man, and as a fighter. But that certain excuse that he used, I think he just wants a reason to say I lost because of this, I lost because of that. Like, no, you just lost because you fought a great fighter and the better man won on the night. That's it.
Straight after the fight, a lot of people wanted to, and Eddie Hearn the day after started promoting a fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Probably the biggest fight in boxing right now. You know Anthony Joshua quite well. You've seen what Tyson Fury can do. If they were both to collide in the ring, how do you see that fight playing out?
I don't know. You know what? In boxing, it's one of those things where it's the styles that make fights. Styles make fights, and I think the fight, if they do fight each other, it's not going to be close.
Yeah.
Either Tyson Fury is going to win by far, or AJ is going to win by far. But I don't see that fight being a close fight. I feel like whoever's got like the smarter game plan or the best game plan wins. And I think we don't know until it happens. It's just one of those things. We just don't know until it happens. I'm good friends with them both. I know Tyson Fury and I know AJ. So I'm not biased towards anyone. But these are the two best heavyweights right now in boxing. And the fight that I hope boxing fans get to see this year or early next year.
Just one more fight I want your thoughts on is Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, both British fighters, both fighters that you've seen around the circuit. How do you see that fight playing out?
Daniel Dubois versus Joe Joyce. I've seen them spar many times at Sheffield, and it was always even. Listen, all the spars they had, it was always even. I don't know. Daniel Dubois got his strong fights. Joe Joyce has got his strong fights. Someone's getting knocked out. That's all I know.
Yeah. That's what Anthony said yesterday as well.
All I know is that someone's gone to sleep. That's what I know. I don't know. I literally don't know. It's just one of those things, and that's what makes boxing so good and so exciting, because you've got all of these fights, all these fighters, and they're all so good, and you're figuring out he can win because of this, he's got the edge because of this, but he's got the edge because of that, and we literally just don't know until it happens. I think that fight is a 50-50 fight.
Odie, just finally, we were talking about Tyson Fury just then going to Vegas. Do you have them ambitions going out to the US headline and causing being on a card in the US and being this big name in the limelight?
Maybe 10 years ago, yeah. 10 years ago, boxing was there, but now boxing's here now.
Okay.
Boxing sells just as much here as it does out there, whereas 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't like that. Boxing was all out there in America. But now, I don't care about going out to fight elsewhere. I like fighting here. Yeah. I'll fight in London, I'll fight at the O2, where I fought about 5 or 6 times anyway. But I like the headline at the O2 one day. Okay. I like to fight in big arenas in England. I'm not trying to go out there and promote their country. I want to promote here. This is where I'm from. But I don't care about going out and fight in the MGM ground. The O2 is bigger than the MGM ground. Or in MSD Garden. Like, the Wembley arena is bigger than that. We've had amazing boxing events here. America is not the home of boxing. Britain's the home of boxing.
All right, Odie, I want to thank you very much for giving me your time today. I know there's not much we can do whilst we're inside, but once again, thank you very much. I don't know what you're going to do. What are you going to do for the rest of the day? What's the plans, man?
I'm going to go sit on the PS4 now. I've got a few people online waiting for me. I'm going to go join them online, play the game, and then find something to do.
Odie, thank you very much, bro. Appreciate that.
Thanks, bro.
Take care.